Hey everyone, welcome back. I've got a new deck profile for you guys today. It's my Darkrai VSTAR deck profile. Before I get into it though, I just want to say thank you for all the recent support on the channel. It means a lot that you're checking out the videos, and especially you going the extra mile to leave a like and comment as well. It means a lot. So with that, let's get into it. As I've said, the core of this deck revolves around Darkrai VSTAR. It's a Dark-type V-Star Pokemon with 270 hit points and the attack Dark Pulse. It's 2 colorless energy for an attack that does 30 damage plus 30 more damage for each darkness energy attached to all of your Pokemon. So the goal is to get a bunch of darkness energy into play and be able to attack with Darkrai V-Star for a lot of damage. But the main number we want to hit is 8, because 8 will allow us to with a Choice Belt, 8 will allow us to get to 300 damage, which is enough to knock out most of the other V-Star Pokemon in the format. And with 9, we can get up to 330, which will allow Darkrai to take out almost anything, even like the most hardy of all VMAX Pokemon, except for like some of the odd ones with 340 or more hit points. There's also a V-Star power on Darkrai, as with all other V-Star Pokemon. This Pokemon's V-Star power is an ability, Star Abyss. During your turn, you may put up to 2 item cards from your discard pile into your hand. This will come in handy because we play a few items that will allow us to attach extra energy on our turn, and this can help us get them back. And so, with this being the main focus of the deck, there's 4 Darkrai V and 4 Darkrai V-Star. Going real quick into Darkrai V, it's a 210 hit point basic Pokemon, Dark type, and it can attack for 50 with Wind of Darkness for 1 dark, 1 colorless, and it also has Dark Void for dealing 130 damage for 2 darkness and the colorless energy, and it automatically puts your opponent's Pokemon to sleep. Most likely we're not going to be attacking with him, we're going to be more attacking with the V-Star. So that's the main focus of the deck. So how do we help set him up? Well, Galarian Moltres V is one of those ways. There's 2 of them in this deck. Galarian Moltres V is a 220 hit point dark type basic Pokemon with the ability Dire Flame Wings. Once during your turn, you may attach a darkness energy card from your discard pile to this Pokemon, but you can't use more than 1 Dire Flame Wings ability on a turn. This kind of serves 2 purposes. It pumps up the damage of Darkrai V-Star's Dark Pulse attack. The other way is that it pumps itself up to be able to attack should Darkrai V-Star get knocked out. Also, a key point to remember is you can only use 1 Dire Flame Wings ability per turn, so if you have both of your Moltres out, you won't be able to use both of them in your turn. Also, we've got a couple copies of Crobat V. It's a very popular card in decks, whether they're dark type decks or otherwise. Really just for the dark asset ability. You play it from your hand, you can draw cards until you have 6 cards in your hand. Pretty great card to play on the early turns to help you get set up. Also have 1 Radiant Greninja. Probably the best Radiant Pokemon out right now. Really, that's because of the Concealed Cards ability. You discard an energy from your hand, and then you get to draw 2 cards. Not only does it help you fill your hand with cards, but it can also help you get darkness energies into the discard pile, which, if you recall, Galarian Moltres V gets attaches energies to itself from the discard pile. And we also have one other item card in this deck that will allow us to do that. Another way to get energy, and for the final Pokemon, Galarian Moltres, as I was about to say, it's another way of getting energy out into play. It has Malevolent Charge. When you play this Pokemon from your hand onto your bench, you may attach up to 2 Darkness Energy cards from your hand to this Pokemon. You need to have the energy in your hand, but being able to have an opportunity to get 2 extra energies onto the field on a turn is definitely good. It's going to help you accelerate and help you get to 8 energy for Dark Pulse really quickly. There's 2 copies of Galarian Moltres, and unlike with the V version, you'll be able to use Malevolent Charge multiple times in a turn. Also worth noting the attack, Fiery Wrath, 2 Darkness, 1 Colorless for 20 damage, plus 50 more for each prize card your opponent has taken. It's pretty good late in the game to finish off your opponent, and it's also the primary way to get around cards that will not be affected by Pokemon V. So, like, if there are Pokemon out there that can't be damaged by Pokemon V, this Galarian Moltres can help get around that. Play 2 of them. So, that's the Pokemon. Now on to the trainer cards, starting off with 4 copies of Professor's Research. I've got all 4 of the different kinds of Professor's Research. Discard your hand, draw 7. You need draw. This will help you to draw your cards. Only other supporter, 3 Boss's Orders. Switching out your opponent's Pokemon can win you the game at times. Very good card. Definitely a card you run in pretty much any deck. So those are the only 7 supporters. Play a lot of 4 of item cards too. 4 Quick Balls, 4 Ultra Balls. Quick Balls, you discard 1 card from your hand to grab a basic Pokemon. This will grab almost all of the Pokemon in this deck except for Darkrai VSTAR. And of course, Ultra Ball, which discards 2 cards from your hand to be able to grab any Pokemon. This will grab pretty much anything in the deck. And also, too, they'll get Darkness Energies the discard pile for Galarian Moltres or for the other card I'm about to mention. I'm getting there. I'm just building a little suspense. 4 copies of Trekking Shoes. This card allows you to look at the top card of your deck. And you may put the card into your hand, but if you don't, you discard it to draw a card. Definitely allows you to get through your deck faster. It's another way of getting Darkness Energies to the discard pile as well. And so, with that, let's get to the other way of getting Darkness Energy cards out of the discard pile that's not Galarian Moltres V, and that is, of course, Dark Patch. This allows you to attach a basic Darkness Energy card from your discard pile to one of your bench Darkness Pokemon. 4 copies of that. Should have mentioned there's 4 Trekking Shoes as well. Now, and of course, Dark Patch is the main item you want to be retrieving with Darkrai's VSTAR's ability, so you can use it multiple times. And final item, 2 copies of Switch, just in case. Having like some form of retreat is always good to have. And it's not the only retreat we've got in here. Also run 2 copies of Air Balloon. You simply attach this and it reduces your Pokemon's retreat cost by 2, and I believe most of the Pokemon in this deck have a retreat cost of 2 or lower, so this will help out all of our Pokemon. 2 Choice Belt to help us hit the numbers and be able to get to acquire knockouts more easily. Finally, 2 Training Courts as our stadium. They allow us to grab a basic energy out of our discard pile each turn, which helps us hit our normal 1 energy attachment per turn if we need to. And finally, 14 copies of Darkness Energy. Again, we need to hit 8, so there needs to be plenty of room for Darkness Energies in there to make sure we get to that number. So I've got 14 in this one. And that'll about do it for the deck profile for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like and leave a comment about what you liked about this deck, what you would improve about it. And be sure to subscribe to the channel to make sure you don't miss another deck profile. I will see you guys next time. And until then, good luck, have fun, and keep well.